Hi, my name is Indrani and my partner is Naz, and our project is to observe the relationship between diffusivity and viscosity. To do this, we will record the time it takes for a drop of food dye to diffuse in 3 liquids of varying viscosities: water, milk, and syrup. Our hypothesis is that diffusivity is inversely proportional to viscosity. Now let's do the experiment to test our hypothesis. This experiment is to observe food coloring diffuse in water. This experiment is to observe food coloring diffusing in milk. This experiment is to observe food coloring diffusing in syrup. Now that our experiment is over, we can compare the relationship between viscosity and diffusivity of our 3 liquids. As you can see, the viscosity of water is 1 CPS, which is the lowest of the 3, but the diffusion coefficient is the highest of 0.162 centimeters squared per second. And also, syrup has the highest viscosity of 150 CPS, while its diffusion coefficient is the lowest, having a value of 6.7 times 10 to the negative 3 centimeters squared per second. The diffusion coefficients, we use the equation shown. D equals x squared over qi times t. X squared is the mean distance traveled, in this case, which is the radius, as we put the food dye coloring drop in the middle of the cup. Qi is the dimensions we're using, and we're only using 2 dimensions, as we are only measuring the food dye coloring diffused to the edge of the cup. T is the time it took for the food dye coloring to diffuse to the edge of the cup, and D is our diffusion coefficient that we are calculating. Using these data, we can prove that our hypothesis is correct, that diffusivity and viscosity are inversely proportional. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a little bit about diffusion and viscosity.